Hi, I'm Angela Ward from Rodd Gunn. I'm the Executive General Manager of E-commerce and Digital. Rodd Gunn is a lifestyle brand. We offer timeless quality, amazing clothing, footwear as well, accessories. We can dress you from head to toe. And then we have morphed into this amazing lifestyle brand which offers restaurants. And we have an amazing Michelin star chef who provides quality food as good as our clothing. Rodd Gunn has a very complex model in every market. We offer wholesale, so that's to third-party retailers. We have a direct-to-consumer model, and that's done in a couple of ways. We have our own websites, and we have distribution centres set up in each country that we are in. We have our own retail stores. On top of Australia and New Zealand, we have 10 stores in the US and 1 in the UK. And then we have a department store model where we run concessions. So concessions are where we staff and generally fit out a pad within a department store. And so it's our advocates in there, our staff who are talking to the brand. And then we will always try and do a drop ship or a marketplace via that department store as well. So we have a good presence in their online offering as well as their offline offering. We work in 2 seasons. So we deliver into ANZ, Australia and New Zealand first. That is where we get to try our product, test our product, and then we deliver that product into the Northern Hemisphere. Like most businesses, we have a very complex stack. Our ERP is called Retail Directions, so they provide our POS in our stores as well. And that's kind of our source of truth. That holds our inventory, our pricing, our product descriptions. That's how we send our orders to the factory. We then have a software called Flow, which pushes the information that is required out to a PIM called Commissary, which holds all of our product details. My team go into Commissary and enrich the product, we'll optimize it for the website, and then we're able to push it out to our platform, which is Salesforce Commerce Cloud. And then it also pushes out to some of our partners from there. Once you've got your product attributes set up right and everything is flowing, all the data points are going across, it is almost a plug and play. From a digital marketing perspective, we decide to get localized knowledge to help us grow that market. So we, for example, in the US, we work with an agency called Mute 6. They know everything about that market. They tend to do releases there and trial things. So we get to jump on these things. And because I have one digital marketing team, they can feed that out to all of our other agencies. We want to be able to leverage what we're learning in one market and take it to another market. And if it doesn't work, we've tried, and then we'll move back to something that could work there. When I first started with Rodd Gunn, we didn't have ratings and reviews, and I had worked in a brand previously that taught me the power of these. We started collecting reviews, and through the power of Bizarre Voice, we were able to also syndicate those reviews. So syndication meant that when we went on board with John Lewis, we could push our New Zealand, Australian, US, and Canadian reviews out to John Lewis as well. So we look like a global brand. You get more SEO, you get more organic traffic coming because you're driving it through a voice that customers recognize, customers talking about the product, and it helps them purchase. If you're going to branch out into new markets, there are so many lessons that we have learned along the way. So you have to think about logistics, for example. It's really important. Where are you shipping from? What's your company structure going to be in that new market? Because that will then dictate some of your logistics. How do you handle returns? If I was starting in the US again, legally, every state is different. So you need to think about privacy laws in the different markets. You have to think about tax, because tax is on top of your retail price. Look after your brand. Yeah, don't destroy your brand. That is fundamental. And always champion your brand. Make sure that if you're partnering with a third party, they're using the right logos. They've got them prominent. You get those spots on their brand pages with your brand logo. Use beautiful imagery. Don't use second-class imagery. Make sure that your imagery is going to showcase New Zealand, showcase your product in the best way possible, because that is, when you're on a third-party marketplace, that is your brand voice.